Today is Tuesday, February 2nd, 2016, and we are working this week on PSL number 4, and this is day 2, so let's get started. Number 1 says, find the volume of this cylinder. And there's a little reminder, use the pi button on your calculator. So the examples I've been doing with you guys, I've been writing pi button because it's super important. And then we're going to round to the nearest tenth. So the nearest tenth. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to recall the formula for finding the volume of a cylinder. So a volume of a cylinder, we want to find first the area of the base. So for a circle, it's going to be pi r squared, and then we need to multiply that times the height of the cylinder. So now we need to come over and we need to look at our cylinder. Here's the base, and the base is giving us a diameter of 7. But we don't want a diameter, we want a radius. So we need to figure out what our radius is by dividing 7 in half. So 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So now we can come up and do some substitution. Volume is equal to pi times our radius, which is only 3.5. We're going to square that. And then we're going to multiply times the height of our cylinder, which is going to be 16 centimeters. So putting 3.5 times itself into the calculator, I'm going to get 12.25, and then this is going to be times by 16, and all of that is multiplied by pi. So I end up getting 196 pi. So now we're going to use our magical pi button. So make sure you use pi button here. So I'm going to do times pi button equals 615.75 square centimeters, cube centimeters, but we want to round to the nearest tenth. So we need to look at this number. If it's 5 or bigger, it is. We're going to round 7 up to 8. So this becomes 615.8 cubic centimeters. And that is the answer to number 1. Okay, number 2. The dimensions of a refrigerator box are 3 by 5 by 3 feet. What is its volume? So let's start off by getting a picture of our box. There we go. So now to find the area, the volume, we're just going to do length times width times height. So we will substitute 3 by 5 by 3 and start multiplying together. So 3 times 5 is 15. Bring down times 3, and that is going to make 45. And we are measuring in feet, and these are going to be cubic feet because we are finding volume. So that's our answer. Number 3, we are going to be practicing yet again the distributive property. So we started some of these yesterday where we have a number out in front of a parentheses and we need to distribute that value to not just the first number but also to the second. So we'll start with 2 times x. 2 times x is 2x. And then we also need to distribute it to the negative 3. So positive 2 times negative 3 is going to make a negative 6. And then we bring down 42. Now if you need a shape code, you would do that at this time. There's our equal sign. Here we have a negative and another number. And then this one is our variable. So we want to move all of the numbers to the other side. So if we have a negative 6, we want to do the opposite of that, which is to add 6. So we're going to add 6 to both sides. So this becomes 48 on this side, and I'm going to bring down 2x, which is still left over here. So now we have x is being multiplied by 2, so to get rid of multiplied by 2, we're going to divide by 2, the opposite. So x is going to be equal to 48 divided by 2, which is 24, and that is our answer. X equals 24. Okay, our last problem is yet one more distributive property. So we have -3 hanging out in front of this x minus 7 term. So we're going to distribute it to both terms. So -3 times x is -3x. And then a negative times a -7 becomes a positive 3 times 7, which is 21. I'm going to bring down equals 39. At this point, we want a shape code. So here's a positive 29. Over here I have a 39, and then this one is my variable term. So I have 21 that I need to move over to the other side to get with the other yellow circle. So I'm going to do the opposite of plus 21, which is to minus or subtract 21. So 39 minus 21 is 18. And on this side, I'm going to bring down -3x. So now I have x is being multiplied by -3. So to get rid of times -3, I want to divide by -3 on both sides, which eliminates that and leaves me with x on my left. And I need to divide 8 divided by -3. So positive divided by negative creates a negative, and then 8 divided by 3 is 6. So our answer is x equals 6. There you go. So make sure you hold on to this, tuck it away in your folder, and keep on practicing. If you didn't know how to do these on your own, hopefully you're not just copying, you're attempting to do them yourselves. But I would like to see you guys be successful on Friday, so let me know if you have any questions about today's PSL.